So I remember officially coming on board on PHP, and my mentor, Marlene Gaytan, said, well, we have a big event in 2 weeks. And I just had my last baby. My baby is about, like maybe 6 months. And she's telling me in 2 weeks, we're going to go to a big event, convention. It's going to change your life and so on. And I said, no, it's too soon. We're just building our relationship right now. Give me some time. I'll go to the next one. And she said, no, you definitely have to come to this one. If you really want to do this business, if you want to take things serious, come to the event. You have to come to the event. And I talked to my husband, and my husband said, well, we probably have, we can make some changes. We can ask our parents to help us. Let's go. And then she said, yeah, but I want you to come, and you have to bring at least 10 people. And I'm like, okay, 10 people. Well, we did what she told us to do. And this blowed our minds away. We went to big event with my husband. We're brand new, 2 weeks in the business, extremely skeptical. We were thinking, okay, what kind of company is this and so on. And this is the event that we have the former president, George W. Bush. And this is the event when we saw Kobe Bryant. And we were even able to take pictures with them. The messages, everything that we received absolutely changed our lives. And I will say for sure, we were sold into the crusade, into PHP, into everything that we do on that specific event. So sometimes people feel pressure, people feel that I don't want to pressure people, especially the newest one. It's okay if they say later, but what if you are more intentional and you say, yes, come to this event, even though it sounds crazy, even though you have to make some changes, because absolutely worth it. And we started our business after a big event.
Well, my story is Rodolfo, my husband, invites me to the event, but he tells me I have these tickets for this convention that is happening, and the company was just getting started, and he tells me we're going to go on a vacation. So I show up for this vacation with him. We're dating at this time. I'm living in El Salvador. I'm his girlfriend, and he invites me to come to the event with him. So I'm just there, kind of listening to the information. He brought his mom, his dad, his brother, his sisters, and a couple of team members. So he did bring 10 people. So he took up the challenge that Patrick Bet-David gave him to bring 10 people to the event. So I'm there. I have no clue why I'm there. But I seen him speaking on stage because he had just got started. He had gotten his license so quick. He has gotten his promotion. So he shared his 3-minute story. And that did to me as a girlfriend, as a supporting spouse, everything. I thought, he belongs on stage. I want to support him. And that was the case with his family too. That's why you want to bring your family, your girlfriend, anyone to the event that is going to give you support. Now, at the end of the event, we get together on a meeting after meeting, and I have no idea why this is happening. I'm already exhausted. I already don't like most of the parts of the event because I wasn't prepared. I didn't have a team shirt. I'm wearing a baggy, extra large shirt. So I'm really annoyed, but we're having this meeting after the meeting, and these guys are telling, hey, let's compete, let's put some competition. And then Rodolfo stand up and he says, I am gonna call out XYZ person that is the top personal producer in their entire company. And when he says this, the room stays quiet. And the lady that he was calling out, so basically she's sitting right in front of us. And she turned around and she goes like this, whatever. And I remember my blood starting boiling. I was like, she's gonna know who we are. I didn't even know that I was competitive. I have no idea what PHP was about, but I came back and I was just like, hey, we need to find people. We need to sell more policies. And so that was the beginning of me attending the first event. And from there, I have not missed any event. So if you are in the verge of thinking, should I go to the event? Should I invite my significant other? You want to have as many people as possible there. These events are transformational for you, and they're transformational for any family member that attends with you.
Well, for me, I'm starting to see a duplication, to see all of our ladies in all of our offices, and to see how the culture has just had this ripple effect, and to go and support a lot of their events. I love when I get to be the speaker and meet some of the rising stars. But for me personally, I know it sounds very interesting, but it has nothing to do with business or our business, but I love when parents bring their teenagers to my ladies' events. I want to do a conference just for teenagers. I think in a world where high school girls are looking up to all these, celebrities on TikTok, I think more women that have had a level of success should give back to the community. So it's exciting for me to see how their language has evolved, how they are more feminine, how they want to elevate, and for the parents to have the leverage, because I have so many moms that say, hey, if I tell my daughter this, they won't receive it, but if they hear it from somebody else, and now I have a fan base of teenage girls on social media that follow me that say, hey, I went to your event, here's what I've been doing, or this is how I've evolved. And for me, it's zero to do with business, but it's such a great personal accomplishment that, I always say I do what I do for fun. If it's got to be fun for me, or I don't want to do it. So anything to do with PHP ladies or any of the couples events for me are a blast. What's exciting is the unknown. Maybe you're new, you're watching this and you're thinking, can this be me? Erica Aguilar was just sharing her story that when she first heard about PHP ladies and saw the brochure, from her mind coming from a small town egg packager, she's like, I can never do that. She's like, I'm not an architect. I didn't come from real estate. I don't have a college degree. I'm an egg packager from a little town. But she said it was her drive, her dream to be a part of the PHP ladies community that made her put up incredible numbers. So maybe you're watching this and you're thinking, I don't know if I can relate. I don't know if I can do it. What's exciting is the ladies that are going to make a name for themselves. And it all starts at the big event. I always say people need an experience, an awakening, and it always happens at an event because it's away from your community, your home, your kids, what you're used to, and you put yourself in a position to be reborn and absorb something that, maybe you wouldn't have ever experienced if it wasn't for an experience. And that's why we put together these regional events. So I'm so excited. Ours is coming up in January.
Absolutely. I'm super excited about identifying who are going to be the girls that are going to come to my event, and they're going to see them, the other ladies in these pictures, and you're going to put yourself a goal that you want to see your name, you want to see your picture feature in PHP ladies. It's a big deal to be identified and recognized. Only PHP can do something like that for you. So ladies, if you're looking for an environment where it's not only you building a career, but it's building up your family and it's building up your kids, PHP is the spot to be at. So with that being said, I'm going to let everybody go. But ladies, please, let's make sure that you comment below. Comment your excitement about your events. I want to hear more about how your life changed at this event. Just share with us your comments. We want to hear your story. What was your takeaway of the event? And as you're coming out of the other events, we also want you to share your comment, your story. What is your goal? What do you envision yourself doing? We would love to hear you in the comments. And let us know also what other topics you want us to talk about. Thank you, ladies. Take care.